Hello, welcome to Christiana Pranayama. Today's class is going to be a 20-minute Vinyasa class, setting up and getting ready for a Surya Namaskar 10-minute flow, which is going to be next week's class, just 10 straight minutes of Surya Namaskar. But to get our bodies warmed up and primed for that, we should do a couple of warm-up exercises and some stretches, especially if this is your first time moving for the day, first time getting on the mat. So without further ado, go ahead and click that thumbs up button and let's get started. You're going to start on your mat in a comfortable seated position, eyes closed, hands on your knees, and just start to tap into your breath, taking 3 nice big deep inhales here. Exhale all the air out. Inhale for 2. Exhale everything out. Inhale for 3. Exhale everything out. And then we'll begin together with an Om, nice big deep inhale in. Om. Flutter the eyes open. We'll come on to hands and knees for a couple of cat-cows just to warm up the spine. Inhale, drop the belly, look up. Exhale, round the spine, chin to chest. Inhale, drop the belly, look up. Exhale, round the spine, chin to chest. 3 more like this. Inhale, look up. Exhale, round the spine. Inhale, look up. Exhale, around the spine. Inhale, look up. Exhale, around the spine. Tuck the toes. Lift the hips in space into your first downward dog. Pedal out the feet. Let something... Woo! Let something go here. Pedal out the feet. Great. Very nice. Go ahead and bend those knees, sticking the hips as far up into space as you can. Straighten out the knees. Bring the heels down to the mat. Take a nice deep inhale here. Exhale, audible sigh. Great. Walk your hands back to your feet at the back of your mat. You're just going to hang out here for a forward fold, do some pulsing. You could sway side to side. Let your neck go, let your head go, let your shoulders go. And then very slowly, we're going to count backwards from 10, rolling up your spine to standing. So 10, 9, your head's the last thing to come up. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Roll the shoulders down your back. Pretend there is a string coming from the top of your head and pull that up to the top of the ceiling, opening up the chest, bringing the elbows back, pushing down into the mat with your heels and with all 4 corners of your feet. Bringing those big toes up and then setting them down as wide apart as you possibly can, all of those toes. Great Tadasana. So now let's go ahead and walk to the front of your mat. Inhale your arms up overhead. You can have your palms touching, glancing up at your thumbs. Bring your head back to center, and then you're just going to bend over to one side, bend to the right, pushing into the mat with your left foot. Breathe into that side body opening. Exhale, bring it back to center. Inhale, your fingers up to the ceiling. Exhale, bend over to the left side, pushing your right foot into the mat, breathing into that right side body stretch. Exhale, bring it back to center. Let go of your hands, clasp them behind you. and just heel toe your feet out, not all the way to the edge of your mat, but a little bit past your hips. And then you're going to inhale, bring your palms down, your tailbone, look up. Exhale, forward fold, bringing your hands up to the ceiling, your clasped fists up to the ceiling. Breathe here. You can bend your legs, you can move them side to side, just opening up the body before we get started on our Surya Namaskars. And then let the hands go on your next exhale, letting them fall to the mat. Heel toe your feet back in. You can have your big toes touching, and the outer sides of your feet should be parallel here. The inside of your feet should be at an angle. Go ahead and put your hands on your thighs and inhale your back straight, crown of your head facing one wall in your room. Exhale, let it go. Plant your hands, step back into a plank position, and hold it here for a minute. You want to push back with your heels, like you're pushing against a wall. If it's in your practice, you can take a side plank here. If it's not in your practice, just stay in plank, trying to keep that butt up towards the ceiling so you're not falling down too much, okay? But if you are going into a plank, go ahead and come onto your right hand, opening up your left arm out, breathing up, looking up. Exhale, swim that left arm forward and down, switching sides so that your left palm is on the mat. Inhale that right arm up, looking up at the ceiling, having lots of strength in your hips so they're not falling down to the mat, but really pushing up to the ceiling. Exhale, swim that right hand around and down, back into a plank position. If you've been staying here, great job. Now you're just going to drop the knees, and we're going to drop the chest in between the palms and drop the chin onto the mat so that your butt's the only thing in the air, okay? Pull those elbows back so that you're like a trussed chicken here. And then on your next inhale, you're going to slide forward into a low cobra. So pushing your hips into the mat, pushing your toes into the mat so that your knees come up, breathing your head up towards the ceiling. Stay here for one more inhale. And then exhale back into a child's pose just for a moment before you lift your hips up to the sky. Great job. And then walk your feet baby steps up to the front of your mat. Forward fold here. Relax everything. Your body's waking up. Put your hands on your shins, knees, or thighs and push out while you inhale in. Straight back, crown of your head facing a wall. Exhale, forward fold. And then with your hands leading the way, come back up into a standing position. Hands up on the ceiling. Exhale, palms through center, through prayer, eyes closed, into Tadasana. And just feel the energy that you've started circulating in your body. And now we'll build on top of it. Inhale your hands up. Exhale, dive forward. Forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, plant the hands. Walk your right foot back so that your left foot is forward. And then you're going to breathe into this stretch right here, into this runner's pose. You can puff your chest out. Planting your hands, have your right foot meet your left or your left foot meet your right in plank position. Take one more inhale here, shining those elbow pits forward. Exhale, knees, chest, and chin. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, staying in cobra. Your next inhale can hover your hands off the mat, bring those elbows a little closer. Exhale, tuck the toes, downward dog. Inhale the right foot forward into a runner's lunge. Exhale, bring that left foot, left heel back in space a little bit, opening up the psoas. Inhale, bring your left foot to meet your right at the front of the mat. Flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, reverse dive up, hands up at the ceiling. Exhale, palms in prayer through center, closing down the eyes, resting in Tadasana. Wonderful. Now we'll take it to the other side. Inhale, your arms up overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, plant your palms, bring your left foot to the back for a runner's lunge. Inhale, puff out your chest, look up. Exhale, bring your right foot to meet your left in plank position. Stay here for an inhale. Exhale, knees, chest, and chin. Inhale, cobra. Stay here for the exhale. Inhale, hover your hands in low cobra. Exhale, tuck the toes, downward dog. Inhale, your left foot between your hands for a runner's lunge. Push back in space with your right heel so you really open up that psoas. Let something go with a sigh. On your next inhale, bring your right foot to meet your left at the front of your mat. Hands on your shins, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, hands together in front of you, up at the ceiling. Come back up. Exhale, palms in prayer through center. Tadasana. Close down the eyes. Feel the energy that you've just created within your body. All right, let's do another round. Inhale, palms overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your palms, right foot behind you, runner's lunge. Inhale, puff out the chest, look up. Exhale, plant the palms, bring your left to meet your right and plank. Stay for an inhale. Exhale, knees, chest, and chin. Inhale, forward to cobra. Exhale, tuck the toes, downward dog. Stay here for an inhale. Then inhale your right foot forward into a runner's lunge. Push back into space with your left heel. And then we're going to do something a little different. Do a revolved twist here. So go ahead and breathe your right palm up to the ceiling. Really planting that left palm into your mat. You can open up your knee just a little bit. Make sure it's not crunching towards this way. Bring your hips parallel to each other. Push up with your knee so it's not coming down like that. Push back into space with your heel. Exhale, swim your right arm forward and down. On the inhale, bring your left foot to meet your right, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, arms up overhead. Exhale, palms through center in prayer into Tadasana. Stay here for one cycle of breath. Okay, inhale, the arms up overhead, glancing up at the fingertips. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, bring your left foot behind you into a runner's lunge. Inhale, puff the chest, look up. Exhale, right foot meets the left in plank. Stay here for an inhale. Exhale, knees, chest, and chin. Inhale into cobra. Exhale into downward dog. Stay here for a breath. Inhale the left foot forward between the hands. Exhale, plant that right palm and start to bring the left one up to the ceiling in a revolved twist, revolved lunge. Inhale that left hand up to the ceiling. Bringing the hips back in, pushing that right heel back towards the back wall. On your next exhale, swim the left arm forward and down. And then inhale, bring your right foot to meet your left, flat back, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. And then inhale, arms up overhead. Exhale, palms in prayer through center, Tadasana. Close down the eyes and feel the energy that you've created here. Great. We're going to do one more round, but rather than alternating the right and the left sides, we're going to be doing both at the same time and incorporating up dog. So, back in Tadasana, feeling strong, rooted, and grounded. You're going to inhale your palms up overhead, glancing up at the thumbs. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your palms, step or jump back into plank position. And then we're going to lower halfway on the exhale. Keeping those elbows nice and close. On the inhale, come into an upward dog if it's in your practice. Stay here for the out breath and really try and push your hips down towards the mat, lifting your chest up to the ceiling. One more inhale, nice and big. Pulling yourself forward with your hands. Exhale, tuck the toes, come into a downward dog. Lovely, lovely. And then we're going to inhale the right foot forward in between the hands, keeping that left palm planted. We're going to inhale the right arm up to the ceiling. Exhale, swim it forward and down, bringing your right foot back to meet your left. And then inhale your left foot between your palms. Exhale to plant the right palm. Inhale the left arm up overhead for a revolved twist lunge. Exhale, swim it forward and down, letting your left foot meet your right and plank. One inhale here. And take your flow however you want to do that. Exhale, inhale. Meeting in downward dog on the exhale. And then step, jump, or hop to the front of the mat. Inhale, flat back, hands on the shins. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, arms up overhead. Slight back bend. Exhale, hands in prayer through heart center, closing down the eyes. And feeling all this energy and awakeness and vibrancy you've created inside of yourself. So this is where we're going to end today. I encourage you to follow this next video because this is 10 minutes of Surya Namaskar with minimal cues for it. So we're just going to jump straight into it as soon as you click this video, and then all together you'll have a 30-minute morning that you can do every single day. So thank you so much for joining me. Please subscribe to my channel and click that thumbs up button. You have no idea how much it helps. Thank you. Namaste.